I was born in the onset of World War II. Japanese, I think, bombed the Pearl Harbor December 7, 1941. And I was born 2 months after, February 22, 1942. Because of the war, we need to move to the mountains and dig up some bankroll there. So we lived there since I was born, I think, up to 4 years since the end of World War, so we could get back to our home. We are poor. We had to go to the rice field to gather food to eat, like snails, frog, fish, whatever, to survive. And then when I was 8 years old, we have a neighbor which is a captain in the Philippine American Army. He will come home like in the afternoon, bring projector and canvas so we can watch American movies while sitting on the rice field. And I said to myself, oh my goodness, people there are beautiful, beautiful houses. And at that time, I had a dream that someday I would like to go there. I have to be serious in going to school because in my mind, if you have education, you will have a better life. And it happened, I got a better life now compared to my brothers and sisters who didn't, some finished grade 6 elementary, some only 4th grade. But I was the only one who finished college. Third year high school, I had to stop, afford to pay my tuition fee. So then I had to stop for 1 year. I have to work. I work in a factory of children's dresses. And I saved money, but I finished high school. I was 17 years old then. I got my diploma. And then I was gonna get my picture. I asked somebody, it's a guy who likes me. But then, when we got the picture and we are coming home, he said, it's too early, let's see a movie. So I said, yes, we can. But when the movie finished, it was already late. And we have a belief, my parents anyway, that if the dog takes the meat, it's already dirty. So then I had to get married. I had your mom, I was 18 years old. But your mom have a different life because I promised to myself I will not have my children suffer the same childhood that I have.
Growing up in the Philippines is a lot of fun.
Galing, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, bibong-bibo gumalaw. Tango ka nga!
You know, there's a lot of hardship too involved because growing up, we live in a place where it's really poverty. Where you have to fetch water just to wash your clothes, take a shower, cook. It's basically that. So my childhood, it all started where I remembered pictures that showed that I was actually born, in a family where there's money. And so what I mean by that is that I see pictures where we live in a huge house and with maids and all the toys around me and a big dog. That's how I remember things. And then all of a sudden that all went away.
I graduate with honors. And then so I make money making dresses and polo shirts of men. But then the money I make is not enough.
And I couldn't understand why until I was a lot older when my parents told me that, my grandfather is really into cockfighting.
But then the money I make is not enough, so I went to college. I was just lucky at the time that they're open on evening classes. So I work during the day and go to school in the evening. So then when I was in third year college, I got pregnant.
I then had a brother and a sister shortly after that, and when my sister was born, she's 8 years younger than me. I had to take care of her because we can't afford to have a maid nor a babysitter, and that was tough for me. All of a sudden, I can no longer play as much as I did, and also my parents will leave me in the middle of the night so they could work.
So then I said to myself, will I continue finish college? But then my mind says, why not? So I finished bachelor's degree in elementary education 1968. And after that, I do sewing, I do teaching elementary, but then it's not enough. I have 3 children, but my dream of educating my children is still in my mind. So my father says, Erlinda, you mean to say you're gonna waste your time with that guy? Because I got a blessing from my father saying, Erlinda, if you find a guy better than this guy, you got my blessing.
So, in addition to that, my mom also strived very hard to get her sewing degree so she could support herself to get a teaching degree in addition to that. So once she got a teaching degree, I had a brother and I had a sister, and it's still, and then a father who does not have a job anymore. I mean, he's a mechanic. He is the one who will repair jukebox machines and pinball machines, and all of a sudden he doesn't have a job just because we had to get rid of it due to the law that was imposed by the government.
I applied to Italy. I was accepted as domestic help. So there, I was sending money to your mother, and she's responsible for your Uncle Glenn and your Auntie Mian. And she became the mother of the 2.
My 2 siblings, they actually were significantly affected by my mom leaving us. And so they resorted to, substance to kind of help them heal emotionally. But, it didn't really heal them. It's just like a temporary solution for them.
And in Italy, there's so many guys who like me. There in Italy, when I was young, Patrick, I was pretty. And there was a beauty contest. I won it. So I found your Grandpa Borgi, which is single, never been married, and he likes me. He cared for my kids because I asked him, do you want us to have children? And no, we are over 40 years old. We will just take care of your children. So making a choice with Grandpa Borgi is a lucky choice, because when I met his family, his father right away liked me. No, my father, he is a strict guy. And for some reason, he likes you.
She stayed in Italy for 3 years. That's from 1974 to 1977. And then she met some friends who actually lived in the United States and encouraged her to apply to go to the United States, because United States, there's more opportunities here.
Your mom being left-handed, she is a 2-person in 1. The left is writing, the right hand is doing the calculator.
And at 20 years old, I was done with college, graduated with, I was going to have some honors, but I didn't apply timely enough. My mom told me that as soon as I finished college, she would start petitioning me to come to the United States. And so it took a few months, and I was over here.
When I come to America, that is, I have a problem about how I came over there as a tourist. Being a tourist, you're only allowed to stay 3 months. So that went all right until I got my permanent visa, which is called green card in US. And then I petitioned your mom. It was easy for your mom to get her green card because we as parents are there when she got interviewed. So no problem, pass already okay by the immigration. My other daughter, she's an easy-go-lucky person. She's not serious at all. And Uncle Glenn, he is kind of emotionally damaged because the father didn't give him attention at all. Whereas, ironically, he was the favorite of his father. I petitioned him to go to US, but he didn't pass the interview.
Because remember, he used substance, and when he was interviewed, he revealed, he was very honest about it. But I guess the US Embassy, being honest is not good enough. United States is a land of opportunity. That's just been known. And a lot of people have been successful, as long as you want to be successful, right? You come here, you get a job, you're not a menace, and you pay taxes, and you live the American dream, buy your house, and what have you. Irrespective of what the government is currently right now or what it has been, I still think that this is the best place to live, to grow and develop, and to just be an accomplished person.
You heard it here. America is the best place to accomplish your goals, even if you started from literally a bunkhole. Life is your story to write. Make it your own.
Have you heard about the new dance craze? Listen to us, I'm sure you'll be amazed. Big fun to be had by everyone. It's up to you.